Your 2 cents on this.
Yeah, I'll just add to what they said. So kids, I mean, when I say kids, it's not kids; it's the college students, right? Kids are, much more aware these days, right? So there's a lot of awareness, right? So when I was in college, it was, or in school, it was largely, two or three disciplines, right? Now it is the world has opened up quite a bit. A lot of awareness, a lot of distractions, right? People, can get distracted very fast, right? And I also feel that everybody has some innate leadership skills, right? Everybody has that. So I think the key, I think, for folks is to figure out, uh, you know, to figure out what they like, right? What they really want to do, not what they've been told to do, right? What they want to do, because there are options, right? Today, India has enough options across disciplines to have a successful, long term, engagement, right? So, like, what do you like, and then obviously, hopefully it pays over time, right? But I think beyond that, surround yourself with the right ecosystem, right? So have the right, friends, partners, colleagues, whatever, right? And then just over time have a diversity of experiences, right? I think as you grow, as people grow in their careers, it's important that they get some diversity of experiences, right? Could be anything, right? As I was saying before, could be different jobs in different locations, countries, different fields, could be some time off to take a sabbatical, whatever, right? But just that diversity of experiences really helps, right? Because it helps you to broaden your your thought process, your horizons, and I think in the long term it really adds value, right? Again, when I was growing up, we were very linear, right? We grew up in a very linear thought process, right? I think today it is a bit different. People have, they can think across dimensions, right? And they can move across dimensions. So I think things have changed for the better, but I think, still people have to figure out, where they fit and what they love to do and what they want to do. And hopefully it pays well over time.
Got it. So to your point of mentors, right, Naveen? So early on, if you look at it, for me, when I started my career, I used to talk to everybody in the company. With some people, I kind of, hit it along. And
Correct.
then, I started talking more to them. And it happens that, one of the people that I was interacting just because I like talking to them, ended up becoming my first client when I started my company. So, and that was one. And then, as we went along, I always relied back on Roy and Anunay a lot during the 2 years, because it was a very tumultuous 2 years. I had shaken up the whole ecosystem. It was a very nice, serene place. So I went in, I moved along a lot of things, and created a lot of trouble. Back then, it was very important. And then after I started my business, I kind of felt that there was no because my father is very critical. Although he's a nice coach to everybody else, with me he's very critical. So that divide, right? I think today's day and age, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and then I was able to kind of resonate with few people's thoughts. Like, you cannot get an hour of Elon Musk, but you can watch 10 hours of Elon Musk content on
Yeah.
how he thinks. So then I found somebody called Patrick Bet David, who runs a channel called
Yeah.
Valuetainment, and then
Valuetainment.
there is this guy called Tom Billiou. So these are all people with thoughts with whom I can relate. I watch a lot of their content. And if you watch 10 to 12 hours of their content, then you kind of subscribe to their philosophy.
Okay.
Mark Cuban is another one. Before Indian Shark Tanks
Yeah.
opened up, you know before that, I have watched everything. But and US Shark Tank set the bar so high that Indian Shark Tank was not even close to it. And also, you want to talk to people who've been there, done that, right?
Correct.
Not who are on the way, and who are themselves struggling and all of that. So that is all there. But yeah, the mentorship part, I would say, physical mentors best, because you can access them very
Right.
easily. If that is not because it's two way, right?
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
if that's not possible, probably online people that whose thoughts you subscribe to, you can start listening to them. So those thoughts kind of start culminating in you. So that is what I think about. And to a great point, to summarize all of what you guys said is, take risks, do what you love. And doing what you love, I was a data scientist. Okay. And then I just think back now, how catastrophic a decision it would have been if I had remained a data scientist.
Yeah, so yeah, I think finding yourself, like you said, is a very important step in you leading the way.
Fortunately, it was possible.